Howdy, howdy, howdy.
So this is our recording for the video that we are going to do tonight, but apparently Gary hit the live stream button as opposed to the non-live record button.
Yeah, you
And
think
so
I figured
you
out
all are showing up for this.
You think I figured out the difference between live stream and recording? I mean, they're spelt almost exactly the same thing, right?
I know, right? It's a record.
So yeah, Dave's just like, heck, let's just do a live stream and screw the recording.
Actually, if you want the real story, he set this up and invited me in. Then he lost sound on his end, so he had to reboot and jump in. And
Yep.
we got that sorted out. Then he noted that there were comments on the side.
Yeah, it's like, wait a minute, there's people in the chat. This, ironically, this is how we did our first live stream.
Actually, I think you're right. I was, but at that time, I was showing you how to set up a live stream.
Yeah,
and I didn't hit the go live later.
Dave was showing me, okay, Gary, this is how you set up the live stream and that. And all of a sudden, Dave saw the same thing I did. It's like, hey, there's people in the chat talking. What's going on here?
Yeah, no kidding. We'll give people an opportunity to file into the room because we didn't even know we were having an open room.
Yes, that's this is kind of how we just roll, isn't it? Just sort of wing it and see how it turns out.
And Sally Thurston, you really haven't missed anything. We didn't even know I didn't know we were doing a live stream, nor did Gary. It just sort of happened.
Yeah, exactly. This is going to be one of those stream of consciousness live streams.
Carol Ann Paula says, "Love you, both of you, so intelligent." Except for like the inadvertent live streams that we do. Sorry.
Clint, you know what I think happened? I think Mom is trolling us from heaven right now.
Well, she already destroyed the batteries in your mouse.
Yes, my mouse battery wasn't working, so my mouse stopped working. And now we're doing a live stream. She never was good with electronics.
Yeah, mine's the Marxist shirt.
Oh yeah, I've got the cat father today. It used to be the cat was a lot bigger and the father was a lot more narrow, and now it doesn't fit quite like it used to.
Marxist. So a lot of stuff going on today.
Yeah, no kidding, huh?
And Gary's title for this was "Has Dear Leader Pushed the Senate Too Far?" And I was going to say, there's about like 5 other things that are way more interesting to read than who gives a flying toss about.
Well, I heard there were shots fired at the White House.
That would be one of them.
That would just be, that just means it's Tuesday.
Also, Trump called Vance and generals into the White House to discuss the plans for Iran. Trump's not going to Junior's wedding, which is today in the Bahamas, because he's got this Iran thing he needs to deal with. Yeah. And he's like, 50-50. It could be bombing the hell out of him, or we could be signing a hell of a peace deal. Right. It's like, if it was a peace deal, you would have gone to your son's wedding. Apparently, intelligence agencies arrested like an Iranian operative who was allegedly plotting to kill Ivanka Trump. I guess a carrier group just moved into the Caribbean, and there's speculation that, wow, we just saw this a couple times before, so the invasion of Cuba is probably on the table as well. So we can talk about the Senate if you want to.
Oh, I'm sure there's many, and I'm sure the chat will come up with many interesting questions for us as well.
Janice, I don't know. Did the shooter fire 30 shots, or were 30 shots fired? Because what I read on it, briefly, what I read on it was that there were shots fired at a Secret Service like checkpoint, and I was assuming the Secret Service agents returned fire. So, it could have been 10 shots from the assailant and 20 shots from 2 Secret Service agents. That's that sort of thing.
Yeah, because I think a clip on a semi-automatic pistol would probably hold about 12 to 13
shots usually. And those are illegal to have in DC. It's really illegal to carry a handgun in DC.
Rose Blue says 10. It's been a while since I shot a pistol. I don't personally own one.
Unless you have like one of those extended clips that gives you like 15 or 18 or something.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Linda, I'm right there with you. Says, can we be done with the felon already, please? My body is protesting. Yeah. You're not alone. It just makes you wonder, at what point does this just stop? You know? And the thing with Iran, Trump is we're constantly 2 weeks away from infrastructure week, right? With Iran and these peace negotiations, we're this close. I guess it's the same distance that Iran was to building their nuclear weapon from Israel's point of view. It can happen any day.
What were we close to? Did you say like infrastructure week? What?
Yeah. Because Trump keeps saying that we're this close to getting a deal, but the deal keeps not happening. It keeps like extending further and further into the future. It was like it's infrastructure week.
Oh, like, okay.
Next week is infrastructure week, and then it just never happens.
Okay, so you're like going back to the first administration.
Oh yeah,
the first year of the first administration.
The concept of 2 weeks. Yes, that's right, Rose Blue. Oh my God! Hey, we got 336 people who like us didn't have anything better to do. I guess
on a Saturday evening or Sunday morning if you're in Europe.
You know what this reminds me of is when we were like in junior high. And on Saturday night, they had Love Boat and Fantasy Island. Yeah, if you got to watch a lot of Love Boat and Fantasy Island, that meant your dating life was not really doing so well.
Well, junior high school, you don't expect to have a dating life, right?
Yeah, you know. That was our date for that. Oh, hey, we got a couple of contributions. Hey, Richard, how are you? Richard used something pithy to say. Colbert gave CBS a middle finger by sending them up for copyright infringement lawsuit by instructing his band to play copyrighted music on the air. Yes, nice. A giant middle finger to CBS. Is Kimberly Gargoyle play the woman scorn and spill some tea? Oh, that's right, because Junior just got married.
Yeah, and the thumbnail I worked on, I thought about putting her in the background of it. Get the little Charlie Brown mad cloud or something like that.
Well, did you see Trump's Greenland poster? Or it was like some AI generated poster where it shows like the A-frames of Greenland, and then you see Trump's big head looming over behind the mountains, looking at. You could do that with her. Have Don Jr. and his wife, and then you could have Kimberly Gargoyle in the background there.
It's funny. This is one of the first times that I actually had the thumbnail before I filmed the video.
Yeah, Greenland's not happy.
You're gonna love it. Tarot by the Bay. It's going up tonight at midnight. Trump in an American flag suit, and Junior wearing a white bride's dress with veil.
Curious soul forever. I don't usually buy beers for people, but I did send some bears instead. Hope you got them. Oh my!
Curious soul is were those the fluorite bears from Steve Brown and Stellar Curations? Out of curiosity, let me know if that's what you're referring to.
Yes, I'm not sure what that is, but I know my wife would love.
I had the name and I never thanked the person for it. Let's see if I can find it.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much. I do. Yes, they were received. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for sending those. They glow really well. In fact, one.
Are they rocks?
Right here. For those wondering what he's referring to.
Yeah, like me.
A fluorite bear. And extra added fun, hit it with the UV light, and it's a purple fluorite bear.
Oh, I just see a flashlight on a bear.
Yeah. And I actually gave the other one to Gary's wife. She loves bears.
Oh, right on.
And it's in their little crystal cabinet.
Yes.
So thank you again.
Laura loves bears. So thank you so much. I appreciate that. I didn't even know I needed to appreciate that. Cindy Grogan.
Yeah. Kirsten Myers was up to evilness. She's here, but I see her a lot on the Stellar Curations page. And she was setting up a little thing to send me a gift package here. And anything else? No, that's it. Go on.
So Cindy Grogan's, thank you for the contribution. Over under how long Dawn's marriage lasts. As long as her forwards. Well, they got married before, right? This is just like really having the ceremony.
No, he was married to another woman, Vanessa, I think was her name, and that's where he got his kids from. And he was engaged to Kimberly Guilfoyle for a hot moment. And then he started dating this gal about a year or two ago. About a year ago. It was he and Kimberly were having a falling out. Then she got an ambassadorship to Greece, and he's hanging out with a socialite, I think in Florida or Georgia or something like that. Not to get too snarky with it, because the whole reading that I was going to do tonight was supposed to be snarky. He actually may have found his soulmate or his real significant other. The cards came out for him. They were pretty amazing, and maybe things work out.
Well, good for him. You know what? Think of it this way: she got him out of the dating pool. So there's that, right? Officially married on May 21st. So
Lisa is saying they're married in Palm Beach.
Yeah. Palm Beach on 5/21. So there you go. All right. So what does anyone have anything they'd like us to read on? Dave's got a whole bunch of interesting topics. But we can certainly, if you have something you want us to read on, put it in all caps and be shouty at us. Andrea, that's me. Hi guys, sorry I'm late. Oh dear, this is unacceptable. Yeah, we didn't even know we were having a live stream. I accidentally set one up.
All right, so they want Lisa wants to look at the shooting that happened outside of the.
Yes, the assassination attempt today. Okay, I know nothing about this other than there were shots fired, and
well, you presume it's an assassination attempt because somebody with a gun shooting outside
the White House. That's
true. The White House.
Well, that and Lisa said it was an assassination attempt.
Okay.
I object because counsel was leading the witness.
Only if he goes to the northwest corner of the courtroom.
Yes. Okay. Okay. So maybe I can read what's an assassination attempt, and
I'm going to read what political party was he? Why was he trying to assassinate him?
Fair enough.
Because everybody wants it to be the other political party, right?
Yeah. Okay, so I've got the Moon card, and the clarifier is the Fool. So two major arcanas. This is someone that is just, he wants the truth to come out, but he's just completely lost. He can't find the truth. Or it could, conversely, it could be someone who's trying to expose the truth because it's being hidden. And underneath it is the Fool. So it's either this person decided that this was the path they wanted to take, or it just was not a very smart decision. They were acting foolishly. And
I'm getting the vibe.
And then I got the judgment card underneath. So three major arcana on that. Judgment is just, he wants people to,
Jesus.
I think it's just he wants people to notice what the hell's going on. I'm assuming it's a guy. I mean,
yeah. Books was saying this.
I would use the male pronoun, but I don't know that it's a male. Oh, the shooter claimed he was Jesus. Jesus still needs ID.
You're mispronouncing that. He said it was Jesus.
Jesus.
Probably the pool guy.
Oh my gosh. Well, that would explain the moon card, unless it really was Jesus, in which case, that's really going against the message of Jesus.
What I'm getting is the Page of Pentacles. It's either it could be a young person, or it could be a person who's bought in to the propaganda. What it reminds me of is the last guy that went running through the security checkpoint and got tackled. I'm getting a lot of that same vibe. It's like feeling trapped with no hope, taking justice into your own hands, and it could be related to Israel, or it could be mental health type things, or both. And underneath, I got the Four of Swords. I get the vibe I'm getting is that this is somebody who has lost hope and is going to take the law into their own hands for whatever reason. It could be, if he was like somebody who voted for Trump, he's like an America First person that doesn't want to go to war for Israel, and he's trying to stop it. If it was somebody who was a Democrat, he's tired of the lawlessness of it. Oh, that's right. The shot the guy did. That's right. There was the bystander that got injured. It's going to be something like that. The other thing, maybe with the High Priestess, and you got the Moon card too, right, Gary? Yeah. It could be just a mental health thing. Now, if you're saying you're Jesus, that was like the classic 70s indication somebody was having a mental health problem, if you recall. Yep. He was 21 years old. Okay. Thank you, Katie and Proud. I appreciate that, because that was kind of my first thought, was that it was a young person. And it's almost like, just like the guy who's alleged to have shot Charlie Kirk, the guy who allegedly shot at Donald Trump, Thomas Crooks, the crazy wackadoodle at the golf course that got chased off by the Secret Service. All these young people that are just, seems like they're being psyoped and psychologically manipulated into violence.
How old was the guy at the golf course? I thought he was kind of older.
He was older. That guy was older.
Yeah.
He was just crazy.
Yeah. So we got a question about Cuba. I'm not quite sure. I might pivot a little bit on the question. Is the takeover of Cuba a plan to have a place or in place to remove Cubans from the U.S.? In other words,
that is not a bad question at all. We got a new government. It's going to be friendly. You can all go home now. Don't need your votes. Goodbye. Marco, get out of here. You're not needed.
Okay, so
that's not a bad take. One of the things I had looked up with AI a while ago, under the premise that the United States is trying to set up a trade and energy monopoly on the Western Hemisphere, Cuba is like the entry point into the Gulf of Mexico for oil from Venezuela. Just saying. So you're going to want control of that little area so that the oil flow that you're going to get from Venezuela into the Gulf of Mexico is not interrupted by anything. But there's money involved with it.
So what I'm getting on this is it's kind of like why would we be trying to take over Cuba? And I got the Page of Wands with the Six of Wands victory card underneath, which is basically Trump feels emboldened to try and take a new action. And taking over Cuba should be easy in his mind, so it'll be a quick victory, and he can manifest the old Trumpian magic there. So it's just I think the primary thing is he just wants to look good. I'm all powerful and I got this military and I'm just gonna, the Venezuela thing went so easy, it kind of made him emboldened to think, hey, I could just take on a whole bunch of these people that are critical of the United States. That's kind of
why did he do the Venezuelan thing?
Well, he wanted the oil and out of Venezuela, get the regime change, get a friendly government in there, and get the oil trading again. With Cuba, it's probably more the trade routes, but it's an interesting point. Yeah, go back where you came from now.
Yeah,
go back.
I'm getting the 9 of coins as the foundation. There's money to be made with this. And underneath it, I get temperance, reintegration, hanged man in the center, the Knight of Swords, and the 4 of Wands. This is repatriation. I'm seeing, you know what? If we can make money, think of like the Godfather 3, which was taking place, a bit of it was taking place in Cuba. It's almost like he's trying to get Cuba back in the fold to make money off of Cuba. This, again, it'll keep our minds off of the Epstein files.
Yeah.
But it also gives a way to get rid of you're absolutely right. This is a place to remove Cubans from the U.S. and repatriate them back home. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. 100%. It may not be the primary reason, but it's among the top 3 reasons. Distraction from the Epstein files, quick military victory, money, and we get rid of brown people too in the process. It's just wins all around.
So you got how about the leaked DNC autopsy? That sounds concerning. I haven't read anything on that. I saw that they finally published it. And it sounded like people are upset about it, but I didn't read anything about it. Do you know anything about it, David?
I read briefly on it. It was annoying, and so I didn't bother reading it. It's like, we blame the Biden administration. Well, first off, they can't cite their sources. They don't know who was interviewed. They don't know how many people were interviewed. They've got no numbers and nothing to back up their numbers that they can verify it. They were right not to release it because the report looks like complete and utter shit and garbage. But that's the fault of the people that got hired and the people that did it, and there was no auditing going on. Whatever conclusions they come on there, you might as well just put the line at the bottom of the birdcage with it, because literally they would have to redo it. And the only thing I saw was they were going to blame Biden for not supporting Harris more full-throatedly or something like that. I looked for the part where they talked about Elon Musk, Starlink, and manipulation of voting machines and tabulators. I didn't say anything about that. So, in my opinion, that report also said Donald Trump is 6'2", 210 pounds, and had the fitness of a 40-year-old. Mm-hmm. Hi, Michelle. Yeah, as Rose Blue pointed out, this wasn't a posted live because we weren't intending on going live. Gary set up a live instead of a recording. This was our record. This was going to be our video going up tonight.
Yeah, yeah. This was. I was suggesting we could read on maybe the Senate finally had enough after Trump in his adversarial courtroom appearance against the DOJ resulted in a plea agreement of $1.776 billion for Trump and his cronies to line their pockets with because they were weaponized by the Biden administration. That seems like a fair question from Leanna. Will there be more attempts?
All your baits belong to us. One card. This card. Keep going until you win. This is a strong card, but is it a yes or a no? I forget the 5 of swords. I want to say, and then I follow up with the 5 of coins. Let me look it up. Hang on, sorry.
I got the Hermit
card. I don't know as well.
I keep Hermit. It's like they keep trying to find a way to get to him.
I want to say it's a yes card. Nope, generally a no.
Maybe it's because there won't be a need.
He may not be around long enough. Yeah. And 5 of coins and half is also a generally no. It's basically, it's going to be a struggle to get to him.
Yeah.
It may be what it is. It's like, it doesn't really matter if somebody shows up at a Secret Service checkpoint. You know what I mean? Or even the dude that actually got into the event and ran past a metal detector, he still was 2 floors above where he needed to be. He had like 50 agents and officers between him and the president. And even if he got to the opening, it was so jam-packed with people, there's no way he could get a clear shot with the weapons that he had. And that was the closest that's been happening recently. So will there be more attempts? Nothing that will get remotely close. Nothing that'll make you say, maybe this is the one, maybe this is the one type of thing.
Thank you, Cindy. Beers for Betty's boys. Yay. Thank you, Cindy.
JC, Joanna Claire, who was saying it was staged. I think it was staged only in that the Secret Service or the Trump administration knew the guy was there and knew what the guy was intending to do, but realized there was no chance that guy was ever going to get close. So they let him have a run at it anyway. And then, because basically Trump was never going to be in danger. And if you look at clips, there's like when Stephen Miller is escorting his wife, Katie, with his hand on her boob as she is pushing her out in front of him to leave. If you look in the background of the picture, there's a figure that looms like Trump in the shadows right behind the curtain watching everything go down. If his life was really in danger, he wouldn't have been there. They would have dragged his fat, flabby butt to a safe room somewhere.
Yeah,
so, like they did with Pence during the raid on the Capitol.
Yeah. Thank you, Amy. Just let you know we're thinking of you. You're our brothers too. Thank you, Amy. That's very sweet of you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, it's been quite a week. Dave and I both put videos out as a little tribute to our mom. So those of you who may not know, our mom passed away on Thursday. She had 90 really, really good years of really good health. And she had melanoma. She didn't address it right away. And it spread past the lymph nodes, and it
actually, what Gary was trying to say is that mom passed. Oh, there, are you back now?
I'm back. Sorry.
What Gary was trying to say is that mom passed peacefully in her sleep.
Yes.
Not like the passengers in her car that were screaming and yelling as the car was going over the cliff.
That too. Oh my gosh. Okay, so what else have we got?
I don't know if you're frozen again. He's frozen again.
Let's see.
Frozen again.
This is always a fun one. What do you see for Trump's health in September?
Congestive heart failure all around. Libby had a reading where she saw him having a health event in it's like three moon cards. So she figured in the next 3 full moons, next 3 months, that something untoward might happen with his health. So what do we see for 49ers health? 45's health in September.
What do they call the plaque?
Barry
like Benny or something like that.
Barry the clot.
To give him a stroke.
Yeah.
Am I frozen? Are you frozen?
Barry the blood clot.
Barry the blood clot. Thank you. Come on, people cheering on Barry. What do we see for 45's health in September?
He might be due for another stroke. I'm getting a major health event, like it's the big one, Elizabeth. They know it's coming, There's something happens in September. They're really anxious about it, involving Trump and a progression of his health, and it's causing mental issues. And underneath is the devil card. It's like it's his undoing. He might have another stroke or something along those lines, just in time, or the progression of his frontal temporal dementia is even more pronounced at that stage, something like that.
See, I've got the Queen of Pentacles, and underneath I got the Five of Pentacles. So it's like, if we're looking at September, someone's having to take care of him because he just kept pushing and pushing, and now his health is on the outside. His best years are behind him anyways. And then underneath I got the Ace of Cups, and it's his emotions are going to be taking the better of him. So I don't know if that's a physical breakdown or if it's going to be more of the dementia showing up.
Well, I think the Queen of Pentacles tells me he's not taking care of his health.
Yeah, he's supposed to be. You need to take care of it. But then you got the Five underneath, because if you keep abusing it, it's going to be outside. You're going to be the outside looking in.
I'm curious if the chat is noticing that Gary is now speaking with Japanese subtitles.
Oh dear. Is it me that's doing that?
You're about 3 to 5 seconds delayed with your mouth movements on my side to your audio.
Damn it.
I could be just me. I'll let the chat let us know.
That's right. Barry and assist close. Miss Aneurysm. Thank you, Rose. Let's see. What's going down here?
Rotator cuff surgery. Maureen, I hope you recover well. My mother loved watching the Hallmark movies. There's a comedian named Paige that does 1-minute Hallmark movies. You can probably find her on YouTube Shorts. And she literally does a Hallmark movie in 1 minute. The hero is always named Luke, just to let you know. And her Christmas Hallmark movies are spectacular.
It's almost like they have AI generating the scripts at this point. It's just the same. It's the same overall plot. Just change the professions a little bit. Thank you, Maxi Poo. Dave, you met Maxi Poo in Arizona. What was it? Arizona that you met Maxi Poo? There was some event you had gone to.
I don't think it would be Arizona.
Where did you go recently? Some conference or something. Benicia.
Oh, yeah. Linda G's over in Benicia, California.
Okay, that was it. Yeah, so that's from Maxi. That's where you met Maxi. That's because I remember the name. Hey, look who's in the chat. Yay! Hi, Michelle.
I think I know who Maxi Poo is. I think. Let's see if I still have it. Maxi Poo, is this what we're talking about? Maxi Lawau? You go to maxxie.com. Yes, Maxi was there. He put together an animation on an animated movie on a person who becomes a drag queen. It really opens them up. And I had done a reading for him, and I thought it was going to be commercially successful because you're really tapping into a market that doesn't exist. Pixar and Disney, I don't think, are going to make a drag queen cartoon anytime soon. So I hope your project has worked out well for you, and I'm wishing you a lot of luck in your future projects. Yeah, I remember.
And then we got Michelle. There's something coming inbound. Oh my goodness! Thank you, Michelle.
Hubs is working hard on it. Oh,
yes, Hubby's working on it. Just give us a heads up so I can keep my eyes peeled for it.
No, it wasn't. Okay. was at Benicia with my husband, Mark. Okay. Ah, boo, Maxie. It works though. I think I'll put that. I'm gonna scan that thing and put it up on my posts, anyways.
Let's see what else we got going on here. Doink. New Mark really hit it off.
There are only a few husbands there.
Yeah, it's funny. If you look at the demographics for this channel, it's 80% women, and of those 80% are like 55 and over. we know our audience.
Exactly, which is why when I did my reading, I made a Ricky Ricardo reference when I refer to Cuba. I'd say the country where Ricky Ricardo came from.
Indeed. Do you think your mom will visit you? My mom passed in January and she contacted me. Nice. It was unexpected, but very cool. Thanks, Leanna. Well, outside of the fact that she made the battery die on my mouse and I completely nerfed and started a live stream unintentionally. Yeah, I'd be curious. I don't doubt that she will try. I have no idea what that's going to look like. Maybe a plate of chocolate chip cookies will show up on our doorstep.
That would be amazing.
That would.
Although my mother liked to make her chocolate chip cookies really, really crunchy, and I like mine chewy. So
yes,
you know, I often challenged her to a chocolate chip cookie off.
It's funny because she would make like some of the best batches of cookies, and she would like, these are terrible, I'm gonna throw them out. And it's like, no, they're wonderful, you made them perfect. Hi, Gary. This is from Peg Bundy. Oh, Peg. Here, Peg. Hi, Gary, David. So glad to catch you live. My mom was also a Betty and born 1935. Uh-oh. Maybe it's one of our sisters. While she's still with us, she suffers from dementia, and I pray she has a peaceful transition as yours did. Oh, yeah,
I hope she's a happy dementia patient as opposed to a cranky dementia patient.
Yeah, our dad's mother definitely was suffering from dementia in the final years of her life. And Dave has this great story about giving her a balloon.
Oh, yeah. Leanna's got a good post there, too.
Okay.
Second from the bottom, there you go. My exterminator showed up 2 months after my mom passed and said, your mom is here. I have this gift, and she has things to tell you. And she knew things no one would know about. It was wild. That's amazing. You know, there's one guy who has does Uber drives and does readings like that for people in his Uber, his rideshare. And certainly, get Matt Frazier and Tyler Henry amongst other people. A friend of the family's daughter has this gift and had mentioned she had gone into her aunt's house and said, grandma's here and she wants to know about the anchor. And her the grandmother was cremated and was put into an urn, and the urn had anchors for handles, and one of the handles had broken, and they had put the anchor right next to the urn. And it was kind of a way of saying that, you know, the grandma was there and knew about the damage. The girl was also saying grandma likes this place a lot better than the last place she was in.
She liked the urn better?
She liked the location of where she liked the house it was in. I think it was in Anita's house, but I'm not sure.
Oh. So Leanna followed up. I was stunned. She began telling me things only my mom and I would know. I was crying but laughing at the same time. Oh my gosh, isn't that crazy? Oh my gosh, that's, you know, there's Libby reached out to us and paid respects and condolences, and in my response to her, you know, it's David kind of had an insight, but I'm kind of sort of not quoting it, but sort of paraphrasing it. You know, if you, as Dave put it, if you go to church and you believe all of that, you should be expecting that if you've lived a good life and you followed the footsteps of Jesus, that why wouldn't you expect to be going to heaven after you pass? And it's kind of curious. It's like, I think we want to believe, but we're skeptical because we can't see it. You know, it's like the whole doubting Thomas parable. But my mom sharing, she doesn't know what she didn't know what a near-death experience was. But she shared details of an experience she had that was textbook near-death experience. You know, going down this long path through all these fields and coming, you know, she had a box and she opened the box and there was this bright, beautiful light coming out full of warmth and love and joy. And she wanted to go into the light. And she was really mad because she didn't go into light because she felt like my sister was blocking her from going into the light. Classic NDE experience. And at least for me, and I'm sure for Dave, it was really validating, you know, that there is more to this. This is like going to school, you know, and once you graduate, you go back home.
The woman who does massage work for me has an NDE. That's Shada, who I do a monthly podcast with.
I don't understand it either. This is not okay.
Go back about 5 or 6 posts, and you'll get the punchline to that story. It's higher up.
My mom hated Sinatra. I told Mom I put up a poster of Sinatra on the wall after she passes. Your mom said the Sinatra poster's okay.
The thing I'm always struck on when I watch NDE videos, and they say a lot of this for a lot of people that have experienced an NDE, the first person they talk to can make a huge difference if they continue to share that experience. Mm-hmm. Because like they'll talk to a priest or something like that, and the priest will say that didn't happen, or they saw Satan, or like if they didn't see Jesus, then it was Satan or something like that. And it's just sort of like the most religious people are the ones, it seems to me, least likely to believe it happened. And their religion would teach them this is the exact sort of thing that you should expect to have happen. Yeah, it really frustrates me. Yeah. You know, you finally get some proof that your religion might have a point there, and the first thing you do is deny it because that person experienced it and you didn't, and what, you don't feel special if you don't experience it, it didn't happen. Lovely.
Took the exterminator to the living room to show her the Sinatra poster. Said, "Yep, your mom's saying it's your house. You can do whatever you want." Right on, Mom. That's like, what a great story. Because yeah, the exterminator. I mean, that's such a random. I don't know. Your mom says the Sinatra poster is okay. Does that make sense to you? Yeah, exactly. I'm just telling you what she's telling me. I have no idea what this means. What's Steve's? Where was the exterminator located?
Yeah, Leanna. What's the name of your exterminator? We're gonna have him come over to our house.
I'll go out and find some bugs to plant. Give her something to do. Massachusetts.
It's a long way to go get killed.
Yeah, that's right. Maybe we can like rent a room in a house and then call the exterminator. Hey, we got some bugs in here. Hey, by the way, how's Betty doing?
Yeah. By the way, you are completely frozen now.
Yeah, is that better? It's funny because I've got the Ethernet cable in, but it's showing like it's trying to do Wi-Fi, which is crazy. So now it's showing it's Ethernet. So I don't know.
Tara Stu says my ND was a truly hard experience to explain. There's more love beyond the veil than you can put into words, and I think Tara now you're really delving into something that I've read a lot on, I've watched a lot on, and I have people in my life who have had NDEs. For people that don't quite understand what she means, I want you to picture the color orange, and picture you're talking to a blind person. You're back. Somebody who's never seen anything in their life, and describe the color orange to them. It's impossible to do.
Yeah.
There are no words to express what orange is. And you could say, well, it's between red and yellow. No, that doesn't work. It's 600 nanometers. No, that's a measurement, but that means nothing to them. Yes. It's the feeling of warmth. It's like, no, that's kind of it's not going to work.
When there's a sunrise, about 20 minutes before the sun rises.
But it's like, but if you've seen orange, you totally understand what orange is. Now, tones and things like that, and Tara Stu saying exactly. It's that kind of thing. On the other side, from what I've read and been told, there are colors that don't exist in our visible spectrum. Mm-hmm. And like one person was talking about it, he's an artist, so he knows all about colors and blending colors. Like, I saw colors that I'd never seen before, and you can't explain that to anybody. Just like you can't explain the color orange to a blind person. You just can't do it. I'm saying the angels are real. They're everywhere. It's true. You're not alone ever.
That's wild.
Can some of those angels do a little bit extra work on about a third of the population in this country?
Oh my gosh.
Maybe some severe beatings or something like that. This is where I get grumpy. Yeah. Oh, good. I'm glad they're all around. What the hell are they doing?
Yeah, but you know, like with Mom. I think she was kind of holding on because there was a lesson that we all sort of needed to fully appreciate, which is my takeaway is don't put up blocks to the person from leaving. Don't prevent them from leaving. My sister's birthday is tomorrow. She and her husband share a birthday. And it was just kind of half joking to Mom. This is at the beginning of May. It's like, Mom, just don't go on the 24th. Just don't go on Gina and Ed's birthday. All right. You could do any other day, just not that one. Okay. And even though it's kind of mostly in jest, it's still a block. And that was my lesson. I will never do that again. It's like, you go when you're ready. Don't worry. We'll be fine.
I was guilty of that too. So, Mom, don't die, Gina, don't die on my sister husband's birthday. It's like, no upstaging them on their birthday. But yeah, exactly. I'm glad she went. It happened. It happened.
Oh, here's a fascinating one. Big Diamond Night. Okay, I'll talk about it because I felt weird this morning. I think I had a timeline shift. Oh wow. Boy, that's something I've never. Have you ever had a timeline shift?
Nothing I can think of.
You know what? I have had a timeline shift.
Uh-oh.
You know what? I totally know what you're talking about.
I could see it now because like your mouth moves like 5 seconds after the sound comes out. Your timeline is not lined. I call that bad internet where I come from, but hey, you call it what you will.
I wonder if I should remove myself and come back in.
Mm.
All right, let's try that. About 24, 25 years ago, I experienced a timeline shift where I had made a decision about a relationship I was in. I ended the relationship, and I remember distinctly after the relationship ended, a thought occurred to me. It's like, well, that wasn't supposed to happen. And it was just like, and it's just like, oh my God, I broke the timeline. This was not in the script. What I did was not in the script. And it turned out several months later, I had an opportunity to revisit that relationship, and I married that woman, and we've been married for 21 years, or 20. It'll be 22 years this September. Yeah, so Laura and I had dated for a little bit, but the environment was too toxic. It was not the right time, and we both kind of felt it, but I was the one that acted on it. And I know what you mean. It was like, that was not supposed to happen. You have now changed the course of your life. And the angels around me worked really hard to pull me back into the timeline I was supposed to be in. So, Jaden, what did you experience? I'm actually very fascinated by this. I guess
I'm kind of curious too.
Okay. I took him on to use. Okay, so I gotta look for Jaden. Thank you, Leanna. I was just looking for the all caps. So, Jaden, where are you? I'm way behind the chats here. I'm still shifting.
I'm getting like it was almost like I get the King of Pentacles with the Death card underneath it on your timeline shift. So either with health or money, but it was a good thing. Celebration. It was kind of like a gift because it was like it was almost like you're going down the wrong path, and the timeline shift cut that eventuality off and sent you in another direction. It would be like you accidentally, you're lost in the forest and you accidentally stumbled onto a path that gets you out of the forest type of thing.
Nana's got the question that a lot of us have. Can you explain what a timeline shift is? For me, it was, I took an action that was not part of my life plan. I was going to hit a decision point. I was going to make a decision, and we were going that path, and I went the other way. And I remember distinctly the little voice inside of me was like, well, that wasn't supposed to happen. It's like, it's really weird about that.
Yeah, to me, a timeline shift was Trump wasn't supposed to be in the first time. Or you can even go back to Gore. Gore was supposed to be put in there, and it put us on a completely different path. And Trump wasn't supposed to be in there, and that put us on a completely different path.
I had a timeline shift because like a television white snow picture for half a second. My ATM password stopped working. Had to be reset. Yeah, if my mom put a timeline shift on my mouse. What does timeline shift feel like? Is it individual? I think it's individual. For me, it was.
And I protest the timeline shift.
Yeah, you're not a big fan. Well, that was Cash Peters' reading, back when the election, the 2024 election results came in. He had the pictures where the train was supposed to go into track 4 and it got diverted over to track 2. And he said the Democrats have to get on it really quickly to get it back onto track 4 so they could do their leprechaun kicks. But it ended up being that Republicans were doing leprechaun kicks instead of the Dems. And the Dems never did anything about it. That was the whole, probably if they would have taken a little closer look at what was going on in Pennsylvania, they might have found something that would have derailed the train and put it into a different station there.
Jaden Diamond posted up.
Oh, okay. Let's see. My mouse is not cooperating with me.
Your keyboard has
There it is.
keys on it. The TLDR, too long, didn't read. I was about to snap against a rude client at my work shift, but then I had an introspective episode of why do I have the sadistic urge to hurt people? I've been noticing different stuff since. I had my guides and angels choke me out once.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I was, and actually it's happened twice. The first time when I was meeting our eldest niece's boyfriend, who she later married, I was introduced and I was about to make a snarky comment, and you could kind of hear the frog in my throat, and just literally couldn't get the next syllable out. And it's just like, at that point, I just stopped and said, "It's a pleasure to meet you," as opposed to hitting a comment. The other one was at work, and it was with a director who I did not like and I did not get along with. And he was basically chasing out one of my contractors from the company. And I was about to tell him something that would be incredibly insubordinate and would likely get me fired from my job. And as the word was coming out, the same thing happened. My throat, it's like a big piece of phlegm just blocked my throat. I couldn't get that first syllable out. And as I was trying to clear it, another manager, Lisa, who was standing next to me, quickly ended the conversation and hustled my butt out the door, because she knew what I was about to say was not going to be good, and she was saving me from myself. I could be like that.
Indeed. So timeline shifts aren't supposed to be too drastically different due physics. That's the thing. Another fellow medium explained that one on one of his videos. It's really subtle, minuscule changes. So did you tell that director, pleasure to meet you?
No, I did not, because it was never a pleasure to meet him.
Let's see. There was an NDE here. That was one. I haven't had a chance to read. I just saw NDE come through. Had an NDE recently, during which I heard myself warning, "Stay away from the light, Charlie. Do not go to the light." Like, oh my.
Dude, what are you thinking? Now you have to deal with all this crap around you.
Well,
right, thank you. Bye. See you later.
Charlie's
got cleaning up that mess back there.
Charlie's got more to do. That's fine. But it was, you see, the thing is, it was your choice. It wasn't me or Dave or someone else blocking you from going. You know, that's kind of the one thing I don't ever want to do again. What are your guys' thoughts on aliens? Sending them back where they came from. It
was funny, as Sterling, a psychic medium, does a lot of reading on aliens, UFOs, UAPs, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And one of the things he talked about is that when first contact is to be revealed to us, he said there would be a buildup to it. And one of the things you could start seeing is like pop culture, where, but unlike Independence Day, where the aliens are threatening, you would see movies and TV shows where the aliens are helpful. And we just watched Hail Mary. Michelle and I did it. Highly recommended by her family in Washington. And Project Hail Mary, excuse me. And it involves a human going on a rocket to another star to examine an anomaly that may help save the Earth. And he meets up with an alien that they figure out how to communicate with. And it was a cooperative movie that would paint an alien that's very strange looking in a very positive light. And we got on that movie, and I was just mentioning, this is kind of what Sterling's talking about. So we may be getting close to that. Thoughts on aliens? Absolutely. You can't convince me they don't exist. You would have an extremely hard time convincing me they haven't visited this planet. Humans have this great thing that we think we're the highest technologically advanced society ever. And to that, I would just say, you think? Not really. Trillions of stars, trillions of planets. Even if there's an infinitesimal chance for life, there's going to be life when you have that numbers. And then you have to, I wouldn't assume I would assume we're in the middle somewhere for lucky.
Mm-hmm. Well, we did invent digital watches.
That's right.
There's a Douglas Adams reference for you. So let's see. A Brooklyn girl, Linda. See, Sterling said you never leave the planet before you're supposed to. Your mom left exactly in her plan. She had one more thing to do. Have her kiss for her niece. Yeah, that's true. Our grandniece.
My mom's great granddaughter.
Yes. Gave my mom a kiss. Good morning. She said, "Good morning, bees." And she kissed her, and my mom drew her last breath.
Actually, exhaled her last breath.
Yeah,
and then,
so we should probably warn her prom dates in the future.
Yes, and then
her kiss may send you to heaven. So be careful with this one.
The 3-year-old then said, "I helped her go to heaven."
Yes, exactly.
Which is just wild.
She truly did. Okay, let's see. Well,
so Lambert, go enjoy your "I Love Lucy" episode. Hope it doesn't involve chocolates.
So, do you want to go into the? We've been going for an hour. Do you want to do into some like personal questions?
No, I'm ready to end it myself.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. We got 916 people in it. I'm blown away. Think how good we do if we like actually announced we were going to do a live stream instead of accidentally setting one up. Hey, it's Studio LB. Hi, Studio LB. There's certain people I just recognize. Data Tashiari, he did. I don't know if that was really a date. It was more like, come in here, big boy. And she pulled him into the room and the door closed behind them.
They had an intimate relationship.
They certainly got to know each other. So thank you so much. We truly appreciate you coming on. And thank you for all of the support that you've shown to Dave and I with our mom passing over. It's going to be different. We are now the senior members of the family. It's like we're the head of the family. God help us all. So, yeah, it's a brave new world for us. All right, I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. And Dave and I may actually record a video tomorrow and not try and do a live stream out of it.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Have a great Sunday and a great Memorial Day, and we'll catch you on the next video. Take care.
Take care, folks. Bye.